Here is the man that made me one. This is Gil Mosco. Hi, Gil.
Hi, Bob.
Bob Bowersox. It's nice to meet you.
Thanks.
I hear you're going to change me for the better.
Much the better. Have a seat.
All right. Lose the glasses?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, sit down one more time.
They didn't do the time lapse. Do we have the time lapse, Roger, in there? The sequence? We'll get that on the air because it's really amazing how it all goes on. 1-800-345-1515. Take a look at this. Beat ya.
I sold out.
You sold out.
Yay.
You're gone. Sold out of the... Oh, look, we tied. Because
So
Brent
we
Spiner
tied. We
sold out
tied.
too.
Okay.
We tied. We had a little bet that Marina said that Data would sell out, and I said Deanna would sell out. They sold out exactly the same time.
Great.
Well, thanks for your calls on both those plaques. Here's another one that's not far behind, and that is your best buddy.
Yeah.
Michael Dorn. And
I'm going to have a word with Michael Dorn.
about his signature?
This is his signature, but I can't read this. What does this say, Michael? It says, it's Klingon. I think it's in Klingon.
That's
Dorn.
it.
Yeah. You
See,
can...
see 8884, the Lieutenant Worf Autograph Limited Edition plaque, $99.75 the QVC price, or 3 payments of $33 1/4. Again, 15 by 12, the 8 by 10 color glossy signed by Michael. Each one of these plaques, by the way, does have the color gloss or the acrylic over top of the photo to protect it. It has the laser of the NCC 1701D and then the Star Trek Next Generation on the side. It is a really good plaque, a great vintage. I think this is what, 4th or 5th season?
Yeah. I have to say another thing about why you should get this now is because this hairstyle is soon going to be history.
Really?
Without giving
What's
too
gonna
much
happen?
away. He's going to get a new hairstyle. Now, I can't tell you too much about it, so if you want original Worf before the look changes, this is the you should
That's
get
the one
this.
to get.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, we were talking about characters being, or people being their characters on the stage. And you've been a stage actress for years. You can play a part for years. Michael Crawford was the Phantom or whatever. You can play a part for years and never really have the public identify you with that part.
That's right.
You get on television in an extremely popular series, as I said, the most popular series in syndication ever, as a character, Deanna Troi. It's not that way. People look at you and they actually assume you are Deanna Troi.
Yeah.
Is that very difficult for you as an actress? Do you find it very hard to shed the role?
I don't find it hard to shed the role because you know about acting. I'm not really a method,
Right.
in parentheses actress. So I do shed the role at the end of the day. I think it would be very hard to be in a series and be the role for 6 years because, well, fortunately Deanna's very nice, but if it was a loony character, you'd be ready to be locked up at the end of the series.
Do you worry about being associated with the role after the Star Trek, the life of the series?
I think that is a danger with all TV series
Right.
that run for any length of time. It's a danger for people in soap operas. It's a danger for people in long-running TV series. And that is, people think that you have found your niche, that this is the only thing you're good at. And
The only type of character.
You're that type of character. It's worrying because how many other Betazoids, as I said, are there to play, after
Right.
I finish with Star Trek?
Susan Lucci said the same thing when she was on. She's so connected with Erica that it's hard. She's breaking out of it, doing films.
Yeah, she is
evening
doing
films,
movies,
and she's doing quite well, and she's doing other characters. Now, the only guy that really doesn't have a problem is Michael, because he is so different. I mean, you're looking at this plaque here for $99.75. You're looking at Worf, and
You know what might be a good idea for the next plaque? For the next limited edition,
have him out of the...
have each person
Side by side.
in how they look in real life and how, well,
That's
for
a very
someone
good
like
idea.
Michael Dorn, because he is a babe, girls. The guy is gorgeous, and you would never know under this, right? But actually, to be honest, I am not recognized as easily as the boys, the other boys, I would say, Patrick, Jonathan, and Brent, LeVar, and I realized this.
You do your hair quite differently.
Well, my eyes are a different color. I sound different.
Right.
When I went to Las Vegas recently, we did a promotion for Paramount, and it's Brent, Patrick, Mike, Jonathan, and Brent,
Right.
and I, and we were doing the kind of casino thing. And they could not walk through anywhere without being recognized. And people, by process of elimination, figured, oh yeah, well, that must be Troy with them. I don't have that kind of response, I realized. It takes a really perceptive person to spot that it's me.
Well, that would probably work in your favor then.
Yeah, it means I can go do my own shopping in the market.
And have a restaurant meal.
And clip my coupons and go to the market, you know.
$99.75 for Lieutenant Worf's autograph plaque. Teen Idol.
I used to call him T.I. Teen Idol.
Teen Idol. For $99.75. He's still on the series, right? He drops in every once.
Well,
we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
33.
Oh, this is great. How long did it take? About an hour and a half? An hour?
About 2 hours overall.
The whole thing? Yeah. They made it, they were especially good for you.
Now that I've been made into a regal Klingon by Gil and Joy, I find my voice dropping a little bit. I'm wearing about $5,000 worth of makeup. Onward to the wardrobe department to complete the look.
How'd I look?
You look fabulous. You scared me. Scared me. I was frightened.
Thank you very much. I take that as a compliment. Marina Sirtis is our special guest on our Star Trek collectible show for October. And right behind us, the two captains. The two that, although we have seen the other captains that were on there, these are the two that we all know and love. This is signed by William Shatner under his image. It's signed by Patrick Stewart under his image. It's a great poster that measures, let me actually get the measurement for you, 20 inches by 30 inches. It's $199.50. It sold out the last time it was on the air, and that was all the way back in May. This might be your only opportunity to get both of those signatures side by side. They never appear together. I think that's by contract, actually. They can never appear together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so you have something that you can never get yourself. We brought it to you. See, 9821. We were talking about serving under both captains. I think that you're going to find anywhere you go, and you do StarCons, that there are Kirk fans and there are Picard fans, and it's hardly ever you're going to find the two meeting in the center, that they like them both. They like things about each one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you get two types. Picard appeals to the people who who are diplomats.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Who
Yes.
have that kind of approach to things. And Kirk appeals to the daredevil, buccaneer kind of people, because that's what he was. He was like the Errol Flynn of Star Trek, and I suppose Patrick Stewart. Let me see, who's a diplomat. I don't want to say Henry Kissinger, but you know, it's that kind of thing.
Right.
Just as effective in their own ways, you know.
Do you feel a lot of people will look at your career or Jonathan Frakes and say overnight success with the series. You put 10 years or more into it.
Yeah.
Is your career as an actress anything near what you envisioned it 10 years ago? Working with people like Patrick Stewart in a show as successful, phenomenally successful as this?
I don't think ever in my wildest dreams did I expect to be on a show like Star Trek. My husband, who we met briefly earlier, who is a musician, said that being asked to be on Star Trek is like a musician being asked to join the Rolling Stones.
Oh, good analogy.
Isn't that a good analogy?
Very good.
To me, it's a pinnacle.
It really is, of television.
In one fell swoop, you automatically become the stuff that legend is made of.
Right.
I mean, we're part of entertainment mythology now by being on Star Trek.
Well, I was just going to say, the reason I prefaced that question is you look at these two fellows right here, and we know that William Shatner is this gentleman. We know that Patrick Stewart is this gentleman, but we also look at there and we go, that is also James T. Kirk and Jean-Luc Picard. These people exist in a mythology.
Yeah. To
be able to get both their images on one poster and both their signatures of the actors on one poster is a real coup. And for $199.50, you're going to have one of the great collectibles. You could never do this yourself. They are not allowed by contract to appear together.
Yeah.
C9821, and it's available to you right now.